This practice is about gut health. Sometimes we eat too much, sometimes we feel a little bloating or constipated. These poses will help energize the belly area. We'll begin by lying down. We might want to use blocks for the practice, so if you have them, grab them. If not, we can improvise. We'll start by rubbing the belly. With your right hand at the belly, draw the hand up on the right side, over and down on the left. With a nice full palm, with a little pressure, just keep on circling the hand. This is from Chinese medicine. It's a wonderful way to create a little bit more energetic action in the abdominal area. So rub your belly so that you can start to move the chi, or in yoga we call it the prana, the life force energy. Not only is this great for digestion, but it's also good for your immune system. My Tai Chi teacher recommends that we do this every day, and especially if you have any issues with insomnia. If you can't sleep at night, this is a nice way to just kind of settle your stomach down to create a little bit more ease. Now, as you're ready, you can stop rubbing your belly and draw your right knee in toward your heart. You can interlace the fingers behind the thigh, in front of the shin, or even take an elbow frame around the shin to get the knee as close as comfortable to you so that you can hug the thigh in toward the outer right ribs. Just breathe in and breathe out. Just hold the pose. Now slowly release your right foot down. Take your left thigh in. Just hold on in a way that is comfortable for you. If you can hold on by holding your elbows and hugging the thigh in close, go ahead and do that. But any way that you can just get as much hip flexion as possible as you draw the left thigh in, and take your attention to your breath. And notice the difference on this side compared to the other side. Now slowly release your left foot. Take the right thigh up again. And maybe you can go a little bit deeper this time. Whatever hold works for you, do that, and see if you can take the right knee a little bit closer to the outer ribs. Flex the right foot. Extend your left leg and flex the left foot. See if you can get the top of the left thigh a little bit closer to the mat. Slowly release now the right foot and bend your left knee. Hug the left thigh in. Draw it in pretty deep. Give it a big hug to the outer left ribs. Flex your left foot. Slide your right heel to straighten the right leg with the right foot flexed. Release your left foot down, bend your right knee. Take your feet as wide apart as the mat is. With your feet nice and wide apart, draw your knees over toward the right side in this windshield wiper pose. As if giving yourself a big hug, Take your right hand to your left shoulder, your left hand to your right. Now reach from your left hip to your left knee to get as much length on the left side as possible. Notice how the left ribs lift. So see if you can instead, through the breath, lift your right ribs and let the left ribs descend. Now inhale, lift your knees up. Cross your arms the opposite way to give yourself a hug as you take the knees over to the left side. Breathe in and out. Use your breath to expand the left side ribs as you let the right side ribs settle a little bit closer to the earth. Now free your arms, lift your knees up. Take your right foot in the air, flex your right foot, keeping the right foot flexed, bend your right knee and draw the ankle to the outer left knee. Draw your left knee in, interlace your fingers behind the thigh, in front of the shin, or just settle the left foot on the mat if that's plenty for you. Whatever pose you decide on, just move just side to side, just as a way to massage the spine in this pose, Sucirandrasana. Go slow in these movements. Now make an elbow frame with your arms and reach your arms up over your head. And just move side to side again. Get just a little bit more fullness there. Release your arms and release your right foot with the knees bent. Extend your left foot as you flex the left foot and spread your toes. Keep the leg active as you park the ankle to the outer right knee. You can stay here, or if you can lift your right foot up and pull the thigh in, do so. Once you have the form of the pose, just do a little movement side to side. You can take your arms in the elbow frame over your head and do that same movement. Let this movement help to massage your back as you go side to side. Release your right foot down and your left foot down. We'll do a bridge pose. You may want to get a little bit taller in your bridge pose for this practice. So if you've got blocks, grab them and place them right under your feet. Now with your feet elevated just a little bit more, it's a nice way of just stimulating the belly area as you lift your pelvis up. Park your elbows firmly down with the fingers spread with a nice lift that the blocks provide you. Press your head back to get a little bit more distance between your chin and your chest. Keep a nice lift of the heart Nice steadiness in your legs. Can you lift your pelvis even higher? The heels are planted. You're hugging the heels in isometrically toward your heart. The nice fullness in your heart. Now slowly release your pelvis down to the mat. Release your arms. Take your blocks to the side. Reach your arms up and over your head to roll over to your side and lift yourself up. Come to a seated pose where we'll do a seated twist. So reach your feet straight forward. With your feet straight forward, bend your right knee. Just hug the thigh in. So we've done a lot of hip flexion and twisting for this practice to speed your digestion. So as you draw your ribs in close to your inner knee, just get this nice fullness. You can release out of the pose. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left. Draw your right ribs toward your left inner thigh. Get tall. Stay in the pose. Release yourself out of the twist. Now let's come to a seated pose, and you can sit however you wish. In that seated pose, let's again rub the belly as you take your right hand up your right side and down the left side ribs. Just get this nice circular motion going. So again, we can just invigorate and energize that digestive area and continue to rub your belly to create just a little bit more ease, a little bit more flow, to really get things moving in your digestive area. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Namaste.